Alright, I think we're gonna go live now. Good luck, have fun. End of warm-up. Match is starting. TM Masters Formula 1 Race Edition 2 is about to start. We're gonna have some lag here, probably in the start as well, or... No, this time we will see the start. So all the players are off now. We are in total 59 players driving in this race. And the race should take about 1 hour to complete, 75 laps. And who do we have in the lead? BX3 Neo takes an early lead here on the first lap. Also Zach driving for Penta is up there. Dino I also see in the group here. He did win the first race. Let's follow him for a while. Let's see if he can defend his title. Second place went to Extreme and third place to Sand, and I believe those two players are also in the race here. At least Sand is, maybe not Extreme. But that's the first lap and Zach is in the lead. Dino drives up to second place. And we can also see the records here. The best times. We see Neo with the best time, 48.62, Sand 43.63, and then Shorty at third place, 49.16. So Neo and Sand by far with the two best times on this track. And of course I should also mention that drifting is allowed in this, so it's not like you don't have to exactly drive as in real Formula 1. Still Trackmania, and also respawn is not allowed, so you gotta be real careful that you don't make too big of a mistake, so you fly out of the track or something like that. Alright, so players are into lap 3 now, and we have Zach in the lead ahead of Sand. Close fight though. Dragon also up there driving for Panic or Fun Team, not sure which, maybe both. Oh, Zach clips the wall. You see couple of players passing him, including BX3 Shorty, who I think finished at 4th place in the first race, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, those records were wrong, I think. Yeah, this is actually the times that they are driving in the race live, so it's not the best times. So Sand currently with the best time, 48.46. Of course, eventually all the players will be spread out around the whole track. Now Sand has taken the lead. He and Dragon with a bit of a lead here, ahead of the rest. Kappa goes up to 3rd place. Morris 89 was at 4th, drops down to 6th, but very close behind these two players. They've gotten a perfect start into the 4th lap. Sand, of course, finished at 3rd place, wants to get that podium again. There he goes. He overlaps the first player, I believe, which is M8. He's currently last, I believe. Yes, looks like it. So he's getting overlapped here by the players. And Sand continues to drive really good here. He's actually extended his lead over Dragon. I think it's Dragon. Yes, it is Dragon, okay. So Dragon at 2nd place, and then we have a close fight between Zach and Wee for 3rd place. So that's currently top 3. We have also XXX driving for Team Hot. Also Milkshake for VSP up there. And then who else? We have Jarek for VSP at 7th place, and then Thompson at 8th place for Team Hot. Morris 89 has dropped down to 9th place now. But in the top we have CMC Sand, as he's about to overlap another player here. T. And you can see here the difference in speed between those players. And Sand drives into the 7th lap now. 75 laps in total, so still a long way to go. Sand also drives the fastest time, 48.40. Nope, not anymore, because Dino sets a time of 47.89. And so Dino, where is Dino by the way? He has dropped down a lot. He is at 18th place, so he has made a big mistake somewhere on the track. But he's still showing that he can drive really fast, so I expect Dino to advance in the field here a lot as time goes by. Because he's clearly very prepared on this track, and definitely this is a format that suits him. Very consistent player, and also does really good in Team Monster's True Talent Cup, where you have to learn the tracks really fast. So Dino, not too good right now. He is at 14th place now, so he passed 4 players already. A very close pack so far, since we are still early in the race here. Oh, Flex standing still. Let's see, has he given up? Oh, he has disconnected. Unfortunate. Not much you can do about that. So Flex not able to finish the race. Sand still in a big lead here. Zach, closest player. Let's see if we can switch to follow so you can see the lines here. And as you can see, very tight turns. Monaco, of course, famous for being a pretty technical track. And yeah, the server is locked now, so you can't join it anymore. So that's why it says there's a password. Ooh, Kappa has left the game, so he has given up. Might have actually crashed hard, so he couldn't respawn. Again, respawn is not allowed in this race, so gotta be careful, especially with these ramp signs on the side. And Zach overlapping a couple of players here. M8 again, and you can still not see Sand. Sand a couple of turns ahead of Zach. Whoops. There we go. Cam3 now following Pentasac at 2nd place, trying to hunt down CMC Sand. About to overlap Tech Noob. But it's gonna be hard to catch up to Sand, who is driving equally fast as Zach, so we gotta rely on a mistake here. And eventually a mistake does come. Zach overlapping a bunch of players here, including Barney. But Sand in the lead, drives into lap 11 now, has passed 100 checkpoints. 75 laps in total will be played. Wheel looks to be at 3rd place, but a close fight with XXX. So let's follow these two players. See if Jarek is pretty close as well. Yep, so these 3 players having a close fight, and Maurice89 not too far away either. So still close here, just behind the podium. And Dino still with the fastest time, 47.89. Only player under 48 seconds. Oh, Milkshake with a lot of speed will pass Maurice89, so goes up to 6th place here. Has some good momentum into the next lap. Flex is still standing still on that uphill, sadly disconnected. But at the top, Sand looks like he's actually extending his lead over Zach here. Zach not really getting any closer. from the looks of it. Oh, but then Sand! Where is Sand? What? Where's Sand? Oh no! Oh no! No! Sand has driven out of the track! And you cannot respawn in this! Oh man, that is really unfortunate for CMC Sand. I missed what happened, but yeah, that is really unlucky. So he's not gonna finish, I guess. No, he retires. So yeah, that's how quick it can go. So now Zack up in the lead, we at second and XXX at third place. You really gotta be careful, especially at that part of the track, because there are a lot of borders in the way, and everyone who plays Trackmania knows that these borders can be very deadly. So yeah, Sand out of the race, will not reach the podium this time. Instead, Zack in the lead, ahead of Wee, but not with much. Wee getting closer here. And who knows who else will crash out of the track. Anything can happen in this type of race, especially when respawn is not allowed. And that's something you definitely have to take into consideration. You have to make sure that you take those safe lines when you can. Sand, of course, had a big lead as well, so probably could have afforded to drive a bit more safe. But the heat of the moment, it's easy to say that. Here you see where he made the mistake. Probably hit one of those borders in a incorrect way, and they punished him heavily. Alright, so Zack still in the lead. Wee still at second place, and here's XXX, half a second away from Wee right now. Oh, okay, Wee is actually DNS. Okay, I'm gonna refer him to as DNS from now on, German player. So now I'm not too surprised anymore that Wee is second, since he's not an unknown player. Oh, looks like Taxon has also been hit by the Ramstein and gonna forfeit the race, leaves the server. And where is Dino, the last edition's winner? He's at 13th place. It's not really been getting closer here. See Dragon with a second local record, 48.31. Still though, Dino, the only player under 48 seconds. Of course, if you can keep those kind of times for a couple of laps, then he should be able to gain some time at least, but of course not that much. Still have to rely on some mistakes. And of course not make any mistakes of his own, because that's really what will lose you a lot of time, or gain a lot of time. So Dino about to drive into lap 17th. Here's the last turn. Yeah, you can tell that he's driving pretty risky here. He knows, of course, that he needs to do so. He has gained one more position, has passed Crucial, driving for iDream. And who does he have up next? Abstract for Team Hot, so his teammate is next up. And then also Cap is close by, so close pack here. Probably some other players also. Beaks3 Neo, who drove a fast time just moments ago. And we see, we hear a custom horn, which I need to talk over. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, very scary turns here in the end, for sure. Oh wow, massive crash. I don't know, I think a lot of players crashed there. Dino went up to 9th place all of a sudden, so I think a lot of players crashed in the end. And Dino even up to 8th place now, and close to Neo to get 7th place. Also Morris 9. So Dino is catching up a lot here, advancing in the field. And definitely don't want to crash just before the finish, because it's a long stretch afterwards, so it takes a long time to build up the speed. that you've lost. Dino about to drive into lap 19 now. We still have second lead. Here he is. Then we have DNS at second place. Getting closer. Then XXX at third place, who gets a no drift. Commentator's curse right there. Just as I switch to him, he makes a mistake. Let's see. Milkshake. Where is he? Yes, there comes Milkshake. And he's gonna pass XXX, who gets another no drift. 2 no drifts in a row for XXX. I shouldn't have switched to him, I guess. So XXX now at 4th place. Thompson not far away. Neither is Dino. We have 3 Team Hot players here in a row. So they are doing pretty well, all things considering. Of course, we saw Sand, who had a huge lead after the first couple of laps. He crashed out of the track, and since respawn is not allowed, he had to forfeit the race. That's how quickly it can go, and we're still only at lap 20 here, so we got a long way to go. 75 laps until will be driven. And Dino passes Thompson. So Dino continues to rise here in the list. He's at 5th place now, and he's not far away from XXX either. And neither is he far away from Milkshake. Oh, when Milkshake drives through right into the wall, loses all his speed, and he's gonna lose a lot of positions because of that. He drops down to 10th place. So that shows how close it is between all these players. Milkshake with one mistake drops down from 3rd place to 10th place. So Dino now up to 4th place here. Overlaps Roman. And we also saw Dino with a new local record, 47.86. Improves with 300s. So he is driving at his best right now. And he's probably gonna reach the podium pretty soon if he continues to drive this fast. Here he comes for another lap. Not a new local record this time, but probably a pretty fast time. He does pass XXX as well, gets much more speed over the long stretch. But then XXX with more speed in the next one, and then he gets a no drift. Loses his grip, and he hits the border. He's lucky there he didn't fly out of the track at least. But yeah, Dino continues here, now at 3rd place. But looks like DNS and especially Zach got a huge lead over Dino. So those 2 players still with solid 1st and 2nd places. Here Zach drives into lap 23 out of 75. About to overlap Customs. Still on a pretty good pace it seems. His best time is only 48.53, which ranks him as only 6th place. But slow and steady is definitely a winning concept in this kind of race. Well, he's not driving slow, but he's driving like semi-fast. What's important though is that he's steady. He's not making any big mistakes. And his pace is stable, so that's why he's at 1st place right now. He seems to do this ending pretty safe. As you can see, he avoids the borders. So yeah, 2nd lead, DNS at 2nd place. Only 1 turn behind here, so he's definitely at striking distance. Neo sets a new local record, 3rd local record, 48.36. He is at 3rd place, so he has passed Dino. Nope, not anymore. But these 2 are very close to each other for 3rd place right now. Oh, and then Dino! Ramstein into wall. Classic combination there. And that's gonna allow Dino to take over 3rd place again. Alright, let's take a look here in the back. If we have any notable players. BX3 Shorty, only at 16th place, finished at 4th place I believe in the 1st edition. So he got a long way to go. Of course, it's hard to say who has practiced the track and who has not, because the track has been out for 1 week on the server, so people have had the option to train the track. So it's hard to say who did that and who did not. Safe to say though that those who are in the front did practice. And then if you go a bit further behind, we still got looks like 38 players on the server. So we started with 59, now we are at 38. So a lot of players have quit the race. But and here's of course Flex, who disconnected. Since you can't respawn, that really makes it hard for some to finish the race. As Zach drives into lap 26, just ahead of DNS. Quite far away, far ahead of DNS now, so DNS must have made a mistake. So Zach with a lead, and Dino and Neo continues to have a close fight. Neo though 1 second ahead. Well, Dino at the same turn makes another mistake. He seems to have some trouble at this part of the track. Although Neo looks like Neo made also a mistake of his own, so Dino actually catches up here. Not far away at all from that podium. And then we have a lot of hot players. We have XXX at 5th place, Thompson at 6th place, and Abstract at 7th. Close fight though with Marius 89. Pretty close. And then we have Milkshake at 9th place. We have Cap at 10th place. We have Jarek at 11th place. Dragon has dropped down to 12th place. Smeagol at 13th place. And then we have Javi Flyer at 14th place. Pax Mauer at 15th place. And Shorty still at 16th place, but about to pass Pax Mauer here. Gets more speed in this long stretch. And there he goes. He's now ahead of Pax Mauer, I just said, and then he got a bad line. Went into that turn a bit too early. So had to adjust his line. But now he will pass Pax Mauer again. These players will overlap. No, not overlap, they will pass. Shorty now up to 14th place and also up to 13th place as he passes Smeagol. So Shorty driving pretty well. Best time 48.79. So he's about 1 second behind Dino's best time. And who does he have next? Dragon next at 12th place, but he's pretty far ahead here, so it's gonna be tough for Shorty to catch up to him anytime soon. See if we can get a good overview. Spread out throughout the whole track here. Still got 30 or so players driving, with Zach driving for Penta in the lead. And he's about to enter lap 30 here. Or lap 29 rather. Oh no, 30. Keep messing up the checkpoints. Then we have Neo now at 2nd place. Where's DNS? Wait. Where's DNS? DNS at 20th place. DNS has... Oh, he gets a pad bug. He writes in the chat. I think so, at least. He might have... maybe his batteries went out or something like that. But DNS suddenly out of the race. Was at 2nd. So Neo up to 2nd now, with Dino close by. Dino, who was at 18th place, has driven up to 3rd place, close to 2nd. He will pass Neo here, it looks like. Oh, Maybe not. It's really risky part here of the track. Both players taking risks driving over the borders. And then Dino gets much more speed with the long stretch. So now Dino, only one player left before he is first. He won the first edition of this race. And of course wants to get first again, but he had a really bad start. That might cost him the race because Zach, as you can see here, is still far ahead. He's 3 checkpoints ahead of Dino right now. Driving into lap 32 out of 75. And Zach about to overlap 3 players here, Drift, Sump and Michi. They are at position, well, they might not be on the same laps, hard to say here. Sump is at 24th place, Drift is at 31st, I can speak, and then Michi is at 18th place. I think all these 3 players are at different laps, 1 lap ahead of each other. But Zach, a couple of laps ahead of them all, and drives into lap 33 now. Dino at 2nd place, Neo at 3rd, and then we have XXX at 4th place, not too far away either. You can see both Neo and Dino in front of him. Thompson also not that far away, neither is Milkshake, neither is Abstract, neither is Morrissey 9, so still a pretty close fight here behind the top 3. Yeah, it seems like this race is still not something that they do frequently. So it's not weekly or something like that. It can happen at any time. So you just gotta be on the lookout for when that will happen. I do have TM News, my news show that I cover, where I cover all things Trackmania, and I post that weekly on my YouTube channel. So that's a pretty good way to stay updated about what happens in Trackmania. Also, Mania Active is a site which is good to visit. You see news about various tournaments. And in the meantime, we see Dragon with a new local record, ranked 2nd, 48.25. Neo lagged out? What? Yeah, Neo has also left the server. Oh man. So that's very unfortunate as well. We've had so many cases here where the players haven't really made any mistakes. It's just that they've been really unlucky. The exception is Sand, I guess, who fell out of the track. I missed what happened though, so I can't really say, but it seems to me that he hit the border in some way and then flew out of the track. Alright, so then that means that Dino now is alone at 2nd place here. No one is close to him. XXX, his teammate, up to 3rd place now. And then of course still Zach in the lead, 3 checkpoints ahead of Dino. But I think he might be at a place where there's few checkpoints. Yeah, now he's at 3, so yeah, it varies depending on where the players are on the track. But Zach with a pretty huge lead here, that's for sure. You can follow Dino here and see when he reaches that part of the track. About 5 seconds or so. Of course, not too much. One crash from Zach and Dino might be able to get up to 1st place. See if we have any close fights here. I guess it is these players. Thompson and XXX pretty close. Milkshake pretty close to Thompson. As we drive into lap 37 here. And Shodi has gone up to a 9th place now. Oh, we see another player leaving the server. I wonder if we are even 30 people now driving here. Looks like we are. Bonnie is currently at 30th place. Then we also have Roman. This guy, Fried T. We also got... Nope, that's the last player. So Fried T at 34th place. At last place. Those are the players that are still driving. 59 players started. So right now the fight seems to be for 3rd place. Thompson and XXX, the teammates, but XXX still with a couple of seconds ahead. Oh, Thompson with a mistake here. That might allow Milkshake to pass him. Oh, what happened with XXX? He has made a mistake at that part. Abstract would even pass him, so XXX from 3rd place to 6th place now. Fatal mistake from XXX. Yeah, you should definitely be very careful at that part of the track. I would say that you shouldn't even drive over the borders. It's not worth it. And we see Abstract falling out of the track. Abstract has fallen out of the track. And he is not gonna be able to come back, I think. Or maybe it's still possible. He's gonna try for it. It is possible for sure, but it's not easy. And see if he's gonna do it or if he's gonna give up. Oh, so close. He needs a bit more speed here. He might get stuck now between the wall and the road here. Yep, he is stuck, so he writes GG and he is out of the race. Abstract out of the race. And Milkshake up to 3rd place now. Thompson though, not far away. Still got 2nd lead. Still Dino at 2nd place. We are into lap 41 now. Sack is at least. So we are halfway through here of the race. Thompson avoiding those borders, and I think that's the way to go. Not really worth it. You won't really save that much time either. So in the long run, it's definitely more important to just avoid crashing. Thompson on the attack now. He's looking to pass Milkshake. Neck and neck between these two. Fight for 3rd place. XXX still not that far away. Or also Morris89 doing pretty good at 6th place. Thompson has passed Milkshake. Gets a bit of a lead. Soon entering the part where his teammate made a fatal mistake. Abstract. Oh, Milkshake. Catching up a lot. And will even pass Thompson. So looks like Milkshake is pretty fast here at the end of the track. We haven't had any updates for better record. Still Dino in the lead, 47.86. only player under 48 seconds. Dragon at second, Neo at third, tied with Thompson. We got quite a lot of players under 49 seconds though. So it shows that a lot of players are pretty trained on this track. Oh. Looks like Milkshake make a mistake there, but saved the situation pretty well. Oh, and we see some wall hits there from Prow. Interesting strat. And in the meantime, Thompson will pass Milkshake. These two players, such a close fight. And they are driving into lap 44. And then Thompson makes a mistake, so that's gonna make him lose a lot of time. This is a bad place to crash. Such a long stretch here. So that means that Milkshake gets a couple of seconds here. Could prove to be very important. Let's see where XXX is. He's getting closer as well. Best time 48.72. Let's see what Thompson's best time is. Thompson got a much better time here, 48.36. 48.60 by Milkshake. But then Dino, of course, 47.86. Zach, 48.37. Zach still in the lead, 2 checkpoints ahead of Dino. Unclear if Dino is actually catching up here or not. It's really hard to say. Let's see where Morris A9 is. He's not far away either. Shorty has gone up to 7th place, but he just enters the next lap here, so he's still got ways to go to reach that podium. Still, I wouldn't say it's impossible for him to reach the podium yet. Definitely is possible, but he needs to keep a very good pace here and drive some pretty fast times as well. Here we saw some players making a wall hit. It's interesting. Shorty 2 checkpoints ahead of behind Morris A9 as he drives into the next lap, lap 46. Mesco has also driven himself up to 8th place. Haven't seen much of him. Oh, Dragon has left the server as well, so Dragon must have fallen out of the track or something like that. Let's see here if we can find some players that are close to each other. Thompson still trying to hunt down Milkshake, who is at 3rd place. That's the closest fight, I guess. Here we can see Thompson avoiding those borders. So not really any players that are super close to each other here. They're all pretty spread out from the looks of it. And especially the gap between 6th and 7th place here is pretty big. 6th, 5th, 4th and 3rd place are pretty close to each other. 2 checkpoints, sometimes only 1. Let's see, Paxma, we're pretty close to Mesco. Okay, we're pretty close here as well. Cap currently at 10th place. Dino has crashed. Oh! No, never mind. I thought he was first. He's still at 2nd place. But okay, I'll trust you. Dino has crashed, so he's not gonna. That's not gonna help him catch up to Zack, of course. And it more and more looks like Zack is gonna take this. I mean, it's not that much left of this race. Soon only 15 more laps. 25 laps, I mean. We are driving 75 laps in total. Zack has soon driven 50 laps, and he has been in the lead for a long time. The lead isn't as big as Dino had in the first edition, but still pretty comfortable here. 3 checkpoints ahead as he drives into lap 51. No, I'm not gonna stream the Alienware Cup. I'm gonna play it without streaming. There will be other streams though, hosted by Dignitas themselves. Oh, we see Pile for SDI leaves the server as well. It says Dino is only 1 checkpoint behind there, but it's because it's a part of a track where Zack is not driving through a lot of checkpoints. Now he's back to 3 checkpoints ahead again. You can see how important it is to get a lot of speed out of these turns compared to the other players here. Dino is overlapping here. He's about to overlap Smeagol, who is at 10th place. Oh, Queen for BX3 also leaves the server. And also Cap for Saw. He was doing pretty well. Yeah, he was at the top 10, wasn't he? So must have made a big mistake. And meanwhile, we see Zack with a new 3rd local record, 48.32. So yeah, he is continuing to drive really good here at 1st place. Stable and fast. And then at 3rd place we have Thompson, just ahead of XXX. So close fight between these Team Hot players. And actually we have 3 Team Hot players in top 4. So they are doing quite well. And it looks like these players at the top are driving pretty safe. We haven't really seen any major mistakes in a while. Yeah, Milkshake, XXX and Thompson, these players quite close to each other now. Fight for 3rd place. Like Jarek has disconnected as well, so he's standing still. Milkshake close to the wall there, got a lot of speed here, catching up quickly to XXX. Wow, these players are getting closer to each other. It's only like half a second between them all. Here comes the decisive ending here. Oh, Milkshake does it beautifully and he will pass XXX. And he got really close to Thompson as well. This really shows how important it is to build up a lot of speed here over the long stretch. Here he comes to another lap. This time it is XXX time to get more speed. So he's gonna overtake Milkshake. But not by much. Thompson though still at third place, but he cannot feel safe. As all three players overlaps Shadow. Soon into lap 57, or 58 rather. Oh. XXX still stays in front here. Oh, what happened with Thompson? Thompson has made a mistake. And he drops down to 5th place. Marcy 9 close to him even. So Thompson made a mistake there in the long stretch somewhere. I missed it unfortunately. But yeah, that means that XXX and Milkshake are now in the fight for 3rd place. And we don't have many laps left to go here. It looks like Zach will take first though. He's still 3 checkpoints ahead of Dino. And Dino is about 3 checkpoints ahead of XXX and Milkshake. So 1st and 2nd place seems to be that it's gonna go to Zach and Dino right now. And the fight for 3rd place is between XXX and Milkshake. They are driving in lap 58 out of 75. These two players are only 200s between them in the best time too, so they are very equal here in this race. That's for sure. They both overlap Fry T. XXX with slightly more speed here. And he is gonna overtake Milkshake, so XXX up to 3rd place now and the podium. And then Thompson with that mistake, now a couple of turns behind. And meanwhile, we see Zach with a 2nd local record, 48.16. So yeah, definitely driving the best right now on the track. And he is also at 1st place. But we saw, for example, CMC Sand was leading a lot in the start, but then here in this part of the track crashed out of the track, and you cannot respawn in this, so that meant that CMC Sand was forced to forfeit the race. So anything can still happen. Right now they are going to overlap Bonnie and Milschi. They are still neck and neck here. Very intense battle. And looks like XXX again got more speed than Milkshake. So he extends his lead a bit here. Zach even 4 checkpoints ahead of Dino. So yeah, I think he is extending his lead over Dino. And these two aren't really getting closer to Dino, so yeah, first place likely going to Zach, second place likely going to Dino, but third place right now a fight between Milkshake and XXX. And these guys now driving into lap 62, and it is Milkshake who gets more speed. Is XXX, so back and forth between these two. And he does the next turn better as well. You really can't afford a mistake at this point. As you saw with Thompson, he lost so much time. And XXX clips the wall. So Milkshake is gonna get a couple of tenths here. Can prove to be important. But again, very easy to catch up here if you do it well. This turn here, get a lot of speed. XXX did not get closer. And it is still Milkshake at third place. Ooh, I thought it was Milkshake, but nope. Milkshake still in the lead here over XXX for third place. Where's Thompson? He's still a couple of seconds behind after that mistake. Then Morrissey 9, a couple of seconds behind Thompson, and Shorty still at 7th place. He is ahead of Smeagol, who crashes! Commentator's curse once again. Nesco might be able to pass him. Max Bauer at 10th. Then we have Patte 93 at 11th place. Michi at 12th place. Mixor at 13th place. Melchi at 14th place. Psychedelic at 15th place. And Shilma at 16th place. But yeah, the interesting fight here is for third place right now between XXX and Milkshake. And we still soon only got 10 more laps to go here. Zach soon driving into lap 66. And he is still 3 to 4 checkpoints ahead of Dino. Oh, Dino only 1 checkpoint ahead of Milkshake. Can that be right? Has Dino made a mistake here? I think he might have, because he's only 1 checkpoint ahead of Milkshake now. Where is Dino? Here he is. And Milkshake. Okay, Milkshake's still a couple of turns behind, but I think Dino has made a mistake. So Milkshake not too far away from 2nd place now, but I think it's gonna require 1 more mistake here from Dino. Dino at the 2nd long stretch here, and Milkshake entering it now. So yeah, Dino has crashed. And now it's definitely safe to say that Zach is gonna take first unless he falls out of the track here. He drives into lap 67 out of 75. Oh, there's 70 laps? I thought it was 75 because it says 75 in the news, I believe. Let's see here, just to be sure. Yeah, 75 rounds it says. So unless something has changed, that's what it's gonna be, but we'll see, I guess. Wouldn't be the first time that I thought a race was not over and then it just ended. Oh, Zach does crash, but this is a good place to crash at. Not a long stretch. But yeah, Dino still in a pretty comfortable 2nd place, I'd say. I mean, he's one mistake from dropping down to 3rd place, but as long as he can avoid that, he's gonna take 2nd place. Closer though for 3rd place, although Milkshake has taken some seconds here over XXX. Yeah, he's about 3-4 seconds ahead right now. And XXX will enter lap 68. And if there's only 70 laps, then there's only 3 more laps to go here. But yeah, we'll see. I guess we should follow Zach in that case. In that case, he only got 2 more laps to go. It's about to overlap Drift. And then Melchi. And then maybe B3 Shorty even. Who is at the 7th place. So that just shows how good Zach has been driving in this race. If nothing extraordinary happens, he is gonna take first. Alright, so maybe just 1 more lap for Zach. And this is gonna be over. Starting the lap now. Not sure he will be able to overlap Shorty. Then we have Dino at 2nd place. Is probably gonna take 2nd place. And then Milkshake has a couple of seconds over XXX for 3rd place. Alright, Zach now, only a couple of turns left. We'll see though if this is the end. Here comes the last turn. Oh, a bit scary. And that was the end. Okay, so it is 70 laps. Zach takes first. And we're gonna have Dino at 2nd place. Coming here soon. Where is he? There he is. Dino is gonna take 2nd place. And then we're gonna have Milkshake probably gonna take 3rd. That's gonna be our podium for this race. Dino, has he made a mistake or something? I think he made a mistake in the last turn, but he's still gonna stay in front of Milkshake. Wow. Okay, I think he might have done that on purpose actually. But yeah, Dino takes 2nd place. And we're gonna have Milkshake at 3rd place, just ahead of XXX and Thompson. And then Morris89 is gonna take 6th place. And then Shorty is gonna take 7th place. So Shorty was about 1 lap behind Zach. Then we have Mesco at 8th place up next. Yeah, I guess they must have switched to switched to 70 laps from 75. Mesco will take 8th place, and then Smeagol just behind him at 9th place, and then Paxmauer crashes. Will someone pass him? No, no one will pass him. So Paxmauer takes 10th, and then Pat93 is gonna take 11th place. He should be coming here, yes. And the players seems to have 10 minutes to finish, so let's see if all the players that are still driving will be able to do so. Oh, close fight here. No, never mind. Never mind. So, yeah, 11th place to Pat93. Then Mitchie comes here. He is gonna take 12th place. Then we are waiting for Mixer. There he is. He's gonna take 13th place. Next up is Melchi, driving for Insanity. And then Psychedelic, who still got a couple of checkpoints left here before he finishes. But yeah, we're gonna wait here and see if all players can finish or not. But the top 3 will go to Zach at first. Dominated this race. Then we had Dino at second place. Dominated the second place. And then Milkshake at third place. Close fight between him, XXX and Thompson for the majority of the race. Very, very, very intense between those two. But here's Psychedelic. Will take 15th place, and then next up is Prow, who still got 9 checkpoints left. He is there. He is on the last lap. No, Shilba has passed him. Alright, so we have a close fight here. Well, that's one way of finishing the race. I think he started driving backwards a bit too soon, though. So yeah, instead we're gonna have Shilma taking 6th place, and Prow probably will take 17th place. Casti might be able to pass him. There's Shilma. I don't know, let's see, following Casti here, see if we can catch up to Prow, who's driving backwards. Still got a couple of turns left. Can Casti make the comeback here? I think it's too late. I think Prow only got a few turns left here, and Casti still a couple of seconds behind. 1 turn left for Prow, and he's gonna take it. Here he drives into the goal, and here comes Casti. Not far away though, very close actually. But yeah, Prow takes 17th place and Casti takes 18th place. And then next up we have Android, who comes here, drives into the finish. We got 5 minutes left here for the players. Shadow is up next, just behind Android at 20th place. And then Drift should also be able to finish. He's on the last lap. See here, we still got not that many players. Fry T still got a couple of laps to go here. He might not be able to finish. Neither is this guy, who I don't know the name on, Leg Gigante or something like that. Might not be able to finish. Maybe not either Roman. Bonnie though will finish, and also Drift. They take 21st and 22nd place. So next up is Roman. He got 4 minutes left here, and he is currently on lap 66. He will finish it and go into lap 67. So yeah, I guess he can finish it. He should be able to finish it, yes, if he drives fast enough, that is. And I guess Le Gigante can also finish. It's not too far away, but it requires that these guys are driving fast enough too. So yeah, we can see the players that are still driving here. 4 players, no, never mind, 3 players. Roman, Le Gigante and Fry T. So we're gonna make the timer run out here and see if they can finish. But yeah, I will upload this VOD to YouTube once this cast is done, and then link to it on my Facebook and Twitter. Then the next cast will be on Sunday. I will be having my FB's weekly race on Sunday this time. That's because Alienware Cup will be on Saturday, which I will be playing. So I decided to move my weekly race to Sunday instead, and it's gonna be at 4 PM CET. And then also on Sunday we're gonna have Team Masters Team Cup, and Team Acer is facing Bad Boys. They haven't replied to the match comments yet though, so I'm not sure if they will actually show up. We might have a walkover, but if so, then I'm gonna cast some other match instead. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the weekend casts. There were 59 players starting. Alright, so let's see here. Roman still got 2 more laps to go with less than 3 minutes on the clock. Should be able to finish. I think maybe only Fry T is the player that's not gonna finish here. So Roman still soon only 1 lap to go here, with 2 minutes left on the clock. So yeah, he should be able to make it as long as his last lap is decent. And then also Le Gigante should be able to do it. And I think we're gonna have only Fry T that's not gonna finish. He's still got 2.5 laps here to go. So well, looks like we're gonna have 24 players finishing this time out of 59 players starting. And a lot of players, of course, couldn't finish the race because they fell out of the track and respawn is not allowed. So I think that's mainly what caused players to not finish the race. Besides that, it was disconnects. Saw a couple of those. Alright, so Roman, with just a few turns left here, 1 minute left on the clock, will be able to finish. Although he does crash here, but probably knows that he got enough time. And there we go. It's gonna finish at 23rd place. And then Le Gigante also crashes, but is also gonna be able to finish with 1 turn left. And then we only got Fry T driving here, and only got 30 minutes left, and he's about to enter the last lap here, so a bit unfortunate that he was so close yet so far away. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, so that's the end of the race. Zach takes first, Dino takes second, and third place goes to Milkshake. Thanks for watching.